When I think of a 17-year-old on the edge of adulthood, just about to take their first steps in life, I automatically envision this child's parents guiding and giving them nothing but love and support in their every action. For better or worse, I think that parents have an unspoken obligation to make their child feel like nothing less than the best. As pivotal and scary as this time is, I have not had the privilege of experiencing this inherent support from my family, and I have been denied this positive transition, this positive catharsis. The relationship I have between my father is strained to say the least. God found it funny to bless each of us with completely conflicting ideologies. With him being a cynic at heart who fears the world and the nature of man, and me eager to embrace the successes and failures I will inevitably face in life, we clash heads more often than I would like. However, on the night of March 27, 2014, he told me something in particular that I knew would be the defining characteristic I would take with me for the rest of my life. He told me that if I did not view the things the way he did, I would not make it in this world. That I would fail. I would fail. At first, I was heartbroken to hear such things from a man who had done his best to raise me since birth. However, upon the excruciating silence that followed, I came to a revelation. It is because of these three simple words that I believe in failing. History is written by those who dare to defy. Now, these underappreciated acts of rebellion, of conviction, can only be understood by each individual alone and cannot be fully explained. I myself am a part of a generation labeled with connotations of ignorance and disrespect. I am faced with a society that ridicules me for not knowing matters social and economics, but yet belittles me for trying to learn. In this unwinnable situation in which I am set to fail, I must do whatever I can to stick to the principles that will later guide me in life. I must stand fast and challenge the foundations I have been expected to follow. My parents see my constant rebuttals as childish wrongdoings, but what they cannot process is that, although my voice does not carry the same weight as theirs, it is still a voice nonetheless. I believe that every little discrepancy between me and my parents should not be wept over, but rather rejoiced. The act of me formulating my own opinions and beliefs is the most vital thing the world has to offer me, and the most vital thing I have to offer the world. How can anyone try to stifle my opinions just because they don't agree? That's what makes human interactions so beautiful. Everything is subjective, and without a difference in beliefs, I cannot expect to become my own man. People always say that one's tendencies and mannerisms begin at home, and I cannot agree with them anymore. However, I do not believe it must strictly be the conventional act of a son or daughter taking on the persona of their parents. As my own experiences tell me, it is the things in which I do not advocate for my parents that have shaped me thus far. I believe that this upbringing carries the same validity, if not more, than what the American household standard promotes. It's easy to summarize my stance as being a justified constant whining to my parents, but please don't interpret me in such a non-contextual manner. I should not by any means go out of my way to antagonize or argue with my parents for petty or easy wants. However, if I truly feel it in my heart that anyone is morally wrong, or that my own beliefs are being tested, it is in my intrinsic right to fight for the notions I hold most dear, to constantly convince myself that what I'm doing is right. So yes, my own father has told me that I will fail. Maybe he meant it, maybe he didn't. Maybe there could be a day where we reconcile our differences and build a new and better relationship towards one another. But for now, all I know is that these three simple words, negative in nature, have done nothing but further solidify what I fight for every day. I yearn for the autonomy to become my own man. If that is labeled as me falling short, then I inexplicably believe in failing.